Welcome to Self Mastery Success: How to Effectively Eliminate Self Sabotage, Elevate Your Energy, and Lead in Your Working Life to Achieve Success. We're all about creating excellence, and this is an interview series where we dive deep into the minds of high performing leaders and industry experts to unlock the strategies behind their success. Each episode offers you invaluable insights that you can apply to elevate in your personal and professional life. Be sure to check out the description below for more details about today's guest. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on the actionable tips and strategies from these experts. Also, you can access exclusive gifts and resources from our experts that will support you on your journey to excellence. Today, we have Miss Ashley. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing today?
We're
Doing great,
doing
doing
great.
great.
So tell the audience a little bit about you. How do you help them? And who are your favorite people to serve?
Perfect. So, hi everyone. My name is Ashley, and I own a virtual assistant agency called Overwhelm to Organize Virtual Assistants. Specifically, we work with six-figure coaches and consultants, and we provide both admin and social media management service to our clients.
Cool, cool. And so actually that's powerful. And I did a bit of a a deeper dive, and I realized you were a school psychologist. So
Yes.
that's interesting. So what inspired your transition from school psychologist to the founder of a virtual agency? And like how did your previous experience with that shape your new approach to entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so I get this question a lot. And people are like, how did you go from being a school psychologist to running a VA agency? But I promise you it's related. So when I first learned about what a virtual assistant even was, I quickly realized that it was a lot of the things that I was already doing on a daily basis as a school psychologist. So as a school psychologist, I'm required to run meetings, prepare for meetings, make sure my calendar is organized, monitor my calendar, make sure I'm pulling students on time for their counseling sessions, following up with teachers, and doing all the things, right? Connecting with teachers, and more importantly, creating a safe space for my students, teachers, and parents to, open up and share the most vulnerable parts of either their child, their experience, etc. And I literally just transferred those same skills into running my virtual assistant agency. And as a virtual assistant, you are your client's right hand, right? They're the CEO and they're leaning on you to be reliable, trustworthy, and competent, to perform the duties that they're paying you to do. And I have to create that space. I have to run meetings. I have to be organized. I have to get my clients organized. Hence why my business is called Overwhelm to Organize. And a lot of those skills were completely transferable. It's things that I was already doing. And I took a deep look within myself and I was like, I can do this for myself. And within 9 months of business, I was able to leave at the end of last school year. So in June of 2023 to run my business full time. So that was my transition story.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what are some of the things that whenever you first, what are the common things that you know that immediately people tend to need to organize within their business? And what are some of the things that people try to organize but it doesn't work?
So immediately one of the top services that most of my clients come to me for is email management. So a lot of people, they're like overwhelmed by their email or they have so many different accounts and it's so hard for them to keep track of. There's a lot of junk in there. There's a lot of promotional emails in there. And they're like, I'm missing opportunities because I can't reply to people. I'm missing out on leads that are reaching out to me because I'm not responding to them in a timely manner, and they're constantly losing things and not knowing like even how to manage their inbox because it's just so overflowed. So a lot of clients come to us to either like clean up their email, organize it, and really help them get back on track without missing anything. And we're monitoring their emails on like a daily basis to let them know like, hey, such and such reached out to you with such and such inquiry, right? This is a high priority for you to respond. And even something as small as that is like a big, like a huge like weight lifted off of their shoulders because they're finally like, I can finally see things. I can finally follow up with people, and I can finally say yes to new opportunities, because now I'm actually aware of them and they're not just like lost in my email.
Yeah, nice.
Are there things that people want to delegate but they can't delegate? It's like, no, you still need to manage this part of your life.
So, so when it comes to delegating, it isn't as like clear cut, and it depends on what the service is or what the task is. So certain things like our clients, they can delegate 100% of, and other things they can't. Like it's like even if we come in and we do the first 90%, we still need you to come in and do that final 10. And that final 10 can simply be reviewing what we've already done, approving what we've already done, and giving us the okay, like, okay, this is good to post, this is good to send out, this is good to reply to this client on my behalf. So they still have to come in at the end and give the okay, at least in the beginning. Some of my clients, we've been together for over a year now, and we're at the point where it's like, I trust your judgment. I know you got it. Go ahead. I don't even need to look at it. So it definitely just depends on one, who you're working with and knowing who you're working with, and two, your client trusting you and giving you the autonomy to make those executive decisions. Because at the end of the day, we are the ones that are representing their business. So we want to make sure that we're doing so with integrity and the way that they would.
Love it, love it. And so can you share, like, is there any like what's some strategies that you would like implement with the entrepreneurs, any consultants, to delegate effectively without feeling overwhelmed, even on your part, even.
Yes. So, shameless plug, I do have a free workbook that will literally walk you through the step-by-step process to help you prepare and hire your first or next VA within 30 days. So, in that workbook, and this is something that I also speak about a lot in my content, is you need to start with these 3 steps. So, the first thing that you need to do is get clear on all of the things that you do on a daily basis. So, what are those repetitive tasks that you do on a daily basis? Take a few minutes, jot those down, at least 10, ideally, at least 10 repetitive tasks that you do. Then, of those 10, I want you to go through and identify the ones that don't require your attention as the CEO of your business or as the primary person, within your life to do. And then I want you to make sure that it's something that you can easily teach someone else how to do, right? Once you have those tasks, and I would recommend having at least 3 to start with. So whether that's in your personal life or in your business, like what are 3 repetitive tasks that don't require you to do that can still get done at least 80% efficiently if you don't do it, and you're confident enough to teach someone how to do it. And then finally, I recommend you either writing down the step-by-step process, or even better, you can record the step-by-step process. And if you choose to record a video, I would recommend storing it somewhere that you can easily find. And then like within a folder on your Google Drive, for example, and then start recording other training videos as you start to delegate other tasks. Store them all in that folder, so that way when you do bring someone on to support you, they can go directly to that folder and have access on how you do things. And it's evergreen, right? So no matter who you bring on, if that person chooses to leave or you have to let them go, guess what? You have a training video in place. You don't have to repeat yourself. And that new person that comes in, they have a framework to follow. And that's how you maintain your quality of work when you delegate.
Yeah, start with the
Oh,
end in mind. Yes, I
yes,
like
love some SOPs. What
it.
would you say to the business owner who they wear the badge of honor of the badge of overwhelm? Like they're proud to be in overwhelm. They think like they are doing the most, they're the busiest. And I'm being funny on purpose because listen, we do not have to live in stress. Like
At
stress is the
all.
number one killer. And when you are being so right and doing everything on your own, you're killing yourself. Like, I'm not, like, seriously. And so, yes, I'm saying it like this to jolt y'all. But what would you say to that business owner who are so controlling that it has to be done this way? I don't want to because I only can do it. I'm not going to give this away. I'm not going to do this. And they're afraid to let, or they have tried it in the past and they've been burned, they like, I'm not doing that again. It takes too much work. It takes too much time. What would you say to that person who's living in overwhelm? They're stressed, but they need support?
It's as simple as this. You're doing yourself and your business a great disservice, and you're not going to grow. And being so consumed and so in control all the time, you're going to stagnate your business and you are going to become the bottleneck of your business, right? You're going to get to the point where you reach maximum capacity. You cannot take on any additional clients. You cannot support any other people. You can't literally do anything else. You're not going to have time for yourself. You're not going to have time for your family. And then you have to ask yourself, like, is this the quality of life that I wanted to develop? Is this the quality of life that is serving me? And is this the quality of life that's going to help me reach my goals? And once you really sit down and be real with yourself and answer those questions, I'm positive that you're going to realize that, oh yeah, this is not the life that I wanted. And oftentimes we as entrepreneurs started our business for the freedom, but if you're choosing to hold on to every aspect of the business, you're building your own prison within your business,
Mm.
and you traded your 9 to 5 for a 24-hour, 7 days a week position.
Boom.
And honestly, like that's why like we highlight self-sabotage, because we think that like, no, I'm gonna be more effective, I can do it faster, only, and we wear that, but really it's a form of sabotage.
Sure.
And not knowing, or we haven't seen, we haven't seen it, or we just don't know, or sometimes it is about that control and being right. But what you're saying is like with your service, like it's not the only way. I do want to ask you this because I know you, uh, part of your business service is really helping people on social media.
Mhm.
So now my question for you is, what about the people who are not taking advantage of social media? Like for the people who feel like, no, I'm not like that. Like it's not for
Mhm.
me. Why is building on social media so important?
So, number one, the reason why is because you literally have access to millions of people at your fingertips and you're refusing to take advantage of it. So, if you truly want either your personal brand or your business to grow, you need to be marketing yourself on social media, even if you're showing up twice a week. Consistency, people are pushing, oh, be consistent, make sure you're posting every single day, but consistency looks different for everyone. And I always recommend like whatever is comfortable for you to maintain, that's still consistency. If it's 1 time a week, guess what? You're doing it 1 time a week for an extended amount of time. That's still you being consistent. And this way you get to take advantage of the resources. So when you shut yourself off to, any potential resources, again, you're being a bottleneck, you're self-sabotaging the growth of your business. And it's just a new way for you to connect with people. I've made friends on social media that I've never met in real life, like that we chat all the time, people that recommend other people to me just because they see my content. Like we haven't met, we don't have a relationship in real life, we're not friends or anything like that, but you build connections on social media. People get to know you, you get to know people. And it makes you a better business owner. It makes you a better person because if you're helping someone in a specific area or a certain set of people in a certain area, you need to hear and see what it is that they're experiencing. And the easiest way for you to do that is on social media. It's your form of research, it's your form of market research, right? You can ask questions, you can start conversations with people, get to know people, see what they're going through, right? You can test things before you even build it. You have to go to where the people are that you want to serve and ask them if this is something that you even need. Because if not, you're just going to be building blindly and you're ultimately not going to reach your goals. So it's going to be counterproductive. And I strongly just recommend everyone getting on social media, but that's a reason why a lot of clients hire me because they're like, listen, I know I'm supposed to be on here. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to do it. I need help. So you take this, you run with it, and I will do what I need to do on my end, but I just need that accountability. So I would say if you are strongly opposed to social media, I would say connect with someone that can actually do it for you. But you guide it because at the end of the day, it is your
Yeah.
business. So you do
Yeah.
want to have a hand in it. But I would strongly recommend like just putting yourself out there. It's not easy, it's cringy, but I don't even like hearing myself talk in my own videos. But how are people going to find me if they don't know me? You can't build your business off of referrals only. That's not sustainable. it's just not sustainable.
Facts. And I know you have a gift you want to free gift you want to share with the audience. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, I have a free workbook that you can download, and it's called VA Hiring Simplified. So if you are a business owner and you are looking to start delegating tasks, but you're like, I don't know where to start, or I'm so overwhelmed that I do all the things and I don't even know what I can delegate, definitely sit down and start with listing out that repetitive task list that you do on a daily basis, and the workbook will guide you step by step on everything that you need to do in order to get to the point where you know what to delegate, and teach you how to hire your first VA within the next 30 days. So they're going to have the link down below. You can definitely click the link, download it. It's completely free. And if you have any questions, you can also shoot me a DM. I'm most active on Instagram, and you can find me at overwhelmed2, which is TO, organized_VA.
Love it.
That's a genius business name. Overwhelmed to organize. Like, we didn't even talk about that.
Thank you.
What are some last words that you would like to leave with the audience?
I would say the best thing you can ever do is invest in yourself. So whatever that looks like, if it's investing in self-care, investing in support for at home or in business, investing in traveling, you will always make it back tenfold, because when you invest in yourself, you can't go wrong.
Love it. Thank you, Ashley. And this has been very refreshing. And thank you, audience, for tuning into another episode of Self-Mastery Success. All right. Please share your key insights and valuable takeaways. What stood out to you the most from tonight's conversation, wherever you're conversating from. Share your thoughts in the comments, because we love to hear your perspective. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest expert interviews we've got coming up. You can also click notify me button to receive a reminder when we go live with these interviews, so you can join us and ask questions in real time. Remember, every expert in this series has gifted you some incredible resources and tools to support you. It's to support you, okay? And so we have our gifts page. So check the description below for the link to our gifts page and more info about today's guest and her free gift. Remember, achieving excellence, having self-mastery success, going from overwhelmed to organized starts with aligning your goals, time, and energy. And we are here to guide you to lead yourself every step of the way. See you on the next interview. Take care.